Please don't forget to like, share, definitely subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Thanks. This is Anna Walshe. She's been missing since New Year's 2023. Anna married Brian Walshe in 2015. Anna is from Serbia originally. Everything started out nice. They had a happy family, it looks like, into 2020. This Massachusetts mom seemed to be really happy with her family. They had a total of 3 boys. And what I notice is she was showing pictures of her husband up until about 2020. After that, you don't see pictures of him. In March of 2022, she writes, 7 years ago, I left D.C. for love in Boston. So she apparently moved from Washington to be with her husband. She says, 3 children and a dog later, the time has come for us to go back, right in time for cherry blossoms. So it looks like Anna has a job in Washington. She's a real estate agent, and she was looking forward to moving back. But I don't think Brian had the same wish, and that's when it looked like the pictures change and the turmoil starts. In June, she starts posting. She kind of let her hair down a little bit, and she's more social and going out with friends and her coworkers. She'd been working there at least 2 years and commuting, but the pictures seemed to change this past summer. She's posting a lot of self-care, self-compassion, some women's health, empathy, love. This too shall pass. By the change in imagery, it looks like they're having some sort of turmoil in the marriage. She posts this book in July, Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. Are you curious about the meaning of alexithymia, intrapersonal versus intrapersonal intelligence? I find that interesting. Alexithymia is someone who's not in touch with their emotions. In August, her selfies get a little more spicy, and a lot of people have made note that she's not wearing her ring or her ring is out of sight. I don't know how intentional that was, but here is a coworker or someone, male friend, who flew in from Florida that she made mention of meeting up with for lunch. And if you look, that's 2:30 a.m. in Washington, D.C., so she was away from home, which there's nothing wrong with having friends. But when you have a jealous seeming husband, I see that could be an issue. And these are just flags that I've noticed going through the timeline now, of course, in retrospect, not knowing these people personally, of course. Looks like she went through the holidays just fine. She was trying to make special frames for her babies. Those are her little boys' coming home outfits. She was even seen in a photo meeting up with friends in Serbia, it seems. So this woman did a lot of traveling. She had a great life. And this was Christmas. She had a beautiful tree. Everything up till now, except for some red flags in the summer, seem okay. And then we get to New Year's. Apparently there was a party in her home, and that was the last time anyone got to see her. She wrote a note to her husband, wow, 2022, what a year. And yet we are still here and together. Let's make 2023 the best one yet. We are the authors of our lives. Courage, love, perseverance, compassion, and joy. Love, Anna. This bottle was a bottle of champagne that was in the dining room of her Cohasset residence. her longtime friend, and I believe it was her boss possibly, or coworker, Mr. Mutlu, and I apologize if I mispronounced the name. The other side of the box said Gem Anna Brian 2023. Not sure how that was taken by him, but I'm going to interpret it as her hoping to go forward and move into 2023 back to the DC area, as it's been said that she was about to close on another real estate deal to get moved over there. Her husband was under house arrest for 2018, some sort of art fraud where he was selling fraudulent paintings, I think to the tune of $40,000 or $80,000. I forget the figure, but it was a lot of money. This gentleman, Mr. Mutlu, had left their party at 1:30 a.m. and received a call from Brian Walshe asking if he had heard from Anna the next day. He said he had not heard from Anna, and he asked if everything was all right, and the husband replied, "No, I haven't heard from her." It wasn't until the 4th when Mr. Mutlu was gravely concerned and had the police go do a welfare check and explain that she was missing. Meanwhile, due to the husband's ongoing federal case of the fraudulent paintings, he wears an ankle monitor so all of his movements are tracked. He was also said to have Googled how to dispose of a 115-pound woman's body in the days surrounding her disappearance.
That mother in Massachusetts, her name is Anna Walshe, reportedly found, refined blood, a hatchet, and a hacksaw while searching through garbage at a facility about an hour from the family's home. This is south of Boston. Prosecutors say investigators collected several items but have not confirmed what those items are. Police saying the mother of three was last seen on New Year's Day. Her phone has been silent, social media silent. Her husband, Brian Walshe, is accused of misleading investigators.
From that moment, we all knew everything was going to look very grim for this mother of three. And sadly, her husband has been charged today with her murder. This is a warrant issued on the 17th, which is today. This is a copy of the probable cause affidavit that was filed on the 8th of January. And it speaks a lot to his movements with that tracking device, as well as they basically got him on violation of his probation with his ankle monitor. He was at places he wasn't supposed to be, at times he wasn't supposed to be, and that alone could have landed him in jail. The rest of the affidavit speaks to the date that she went missing, stating that she kissed him goodbye, left in a ride share, and went to the airport to work. But we know that that never happened. So it basically speaks to all of his movements after that with his boys. And I'm going to leave that link in the copy of the description so you guys can read it. And then to today's arrest.
Detectives from the Cohasset Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walshe, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of three, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walshe, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walshe. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walshe with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walshe will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. This marks the second allegation of domestic violence homicide in Norfolk County in less than a month. Our thoughts are very much with the family these crimes have left behind.
The family has a dog. It's too bad the dog didn't take care of that husband before he took care of his wife. It's terrible. A whole family ruined because of this man. Thank God for this man, Mr. Mutlu, who was concerned for his friend, colleague, and made sure that he got the police over there to figure out what was going on early in the game. So we will be covering the arraignment here at Jamie Justice, and we remember Anna Walshe, gone way too soon, and our prayers go out to her family and especially her 3 little boys who are in custody of the state at this time. Anna's parents live in Serbia, and hopefully they can get to the U.S. and hopefully be reunited with their grandchildren. We see these stories more and more every day of a husband killing a wife. It's so disturbing. I'm going to leave a number here for domestic violence here in the U.S., and I'm going to leave a link. There's too many people gone every day due to a domestic violence issue in their home. Know the 8 before it's too late. Intensity, lying, over-the-top gestures, bombarding with texts and emails, insisting on an early marriage, jealousy, irrational behavior, refusal to let you speak to the opposite sex, demanding to know all the private details of your life, control, telling you how to dress and behave, showing up uninvited, checking your phone without permission, isolation, insisting you spend time with only them, making you emotionally, physically, and financially dependent on them, criticism, calling you names, ridiculing your life, trying to brainwash you, claiming they are the only one that cares. 6, sabotage, making you miss work or school, hiding your keys or your money, destroying your self-esteem. 7, blame, making you feel guilty, blaming you for their problems, making you responsible for their destructive behavior. And 8 is anger, overreacting to issues, having outbursts that you can't control, threatening to hurt or kill you, and if you're feeling afraid for your life. If you're reading these things and that sounds like something you're in, you need to get out. There is help, even when it seems hopeless and you feel like you can't. Believe you me, you can, and do it before it's too late. Help is available 24/7 at thehotline.org, www.thehotline.org, and that phone number is 1-800-799-7233. I will leave links in the description for the U.S. and anywhere else that I can. I just want everyone to be safe. I myself know someone who is missing under very suspicious circumstances. The last people to see her was her husband and her daughter, who was an adult as well and had a history of being violent. Please check those videos out. Also, if you would, please subscribe to the channel, as those subscriber numbers help keep this channel going. Also, most importantly, I want everyone to be safe. Stay tuned, ring the notification bell, and as soon as the next video is out, you'll be first to know. Thank you.